So yes, welcome. So in this individual reading, this is for Virgo. This is going to be for a Virgo reading for April 30th to May 6th of 2026. So in this wonderful individual reading for you, Virgo, I understand what you're going through in that way, because there's always a way of knowing what to do, and whether you like it or not, it's the way how it goes. It's the way how you can do understand in that way, and you think to yourself, it's like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this prospectively? And that's how it goes, right? So you can see it as a wonderful feeling. You know how it goes in that way, and you think to yourself, it's like, I need to do it. I need to understand that, right? It's like that's how it goes. And you know what, Virgo, you need to pay attention whether you think to yourself, it's like, oh, okay, I know what to do. Yes. But, you have to understand that, because, hear me out, you need to know what you can do, and you have to do what you can, and you have to be who you are and say, okay, well, this is how it goes. I need to do it as, the way how it goes, and you have to understand that, right? So whether you believe it in that way, and you think to yourself, it's like, okay, well, this is how it happens, it is, because the way how this is, whether you think to yourself and say, I need to do it in the right way, that's how it goes, right? So you have to know how it goes that way, and you have to have your own motivation. So that's how it goes. So let's see what's going on. So the way of this is, you have the 6 ones celebrate their celebration, and the 8 ones celebrate their new beginning. So whether you have that in that way, potential, in that way, Virgo, you have to pay attention on how you're feeling in that way, and you think to yourself, it's like, okay, well, I know what to do. I need to do it, and that's how it goes. So you might deal with another Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in that way, because that's how it goes. And when it thinks about that, that's the way it works, because that's how it seems to be. Okay, so that's how it goes. So in theory, it's like you think to yourself and say, I need to do it, and that's how it goes. So, that's how it goes, Virgo, because the way how this is, you think to yourself and say, I need to do it exactly how it goes. I need to plan it. I need to do how it goes in that way, and that's how it's going to be, right? So that's how it goes. So you have to have your own way, and you have your own independence and your own strategy of how it goes, because that's how it's going to be. You know how it goes in that way, because that's how it goes. And when you like it or not, you think to yourself, it's like, I need to plan it. I need to do exactly how it is, and I have to do what I can, and that's how it goes. So you can see it as a wonderful feeling, but Virgo, you need to pay attention. So here we go. So look at this wonderful reading. You have the 10 cups over there. There's basically completion. So everything is completed, right? So you might do this in their Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. 8 cups over there. Everything is all satisfactory. Everything is all satisfactory. That's how it goes. 9 of Swords reverse, there's no drama here, because that's how it goes. Queen of Swords, you're showing your independence, because that's how it goes. So you might do this in a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 2 Wands, you're planning on something. So you might do this in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And Queen of Cups is right there's empathy, because there's 2 sides of the story here. So you might do this in a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there are things that you must learn first, and you have to do it in the right way, Virgo, because in the way of this is, you think to yourself, is like, okay, I need to do it, and that's how it goes. So let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to clarify between the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. 9 Pentacles, you want trust. 8 Cups, there's entertainment. 6 of Cups, there's the past. 5 of Pentacles, there's insecurity. King Wands, there's leadership. Page of Swords, there's no education. 9 Pentacles, you're feeling uncomfortable. Exactly. So whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, things are not going as planned. So it's like you're thinking about the past. You need to stay back away from it. But you want Virgo, you need to understand that. It's like, this is how it goes. And if you're saying to yourself, it's like, well, with me, I don't want to do anymore, I quit. Well, that's how it goes. You have to see it in the right way, because in theory, you have to understand that. So if you're feeling like you're uncomfortable, that's how it goes. So let me clarify the 9 Pentacles. Page Cancer reverse, there's no prospects. The Sun careers, there's negativity. And 6 of Swords, there's movement. Exactly. So whether you are having the ability to have the negativity, you need to understand that, because when you have negativity, people will start to run away from you, and you want to step back, you want to step forward, you want to do things, but it's like, why would you do it? Why would you understand that you're feeling like, oh, I hate this anymore, I hate my own life, I don't like this? Well, it's like, you need to pay attention, because if you have the sun card reverse, you have negativity, right? It's not a positivity. No, it's not. But what it is, you understand that. You have to guarantee what you're doing in that perspective. You know how it is in that way. Okay? So let's clarify that the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Two Wands. And for reverse, there's no structure. For Cups reverse, there's no there's no distraction. Six Pentacles reverse, there's no kindness. Two Wands reverse, there's no planning. Three Pentacles reverse, there's no excitement. Wheel of Fortune is up, you're having good luck. Obviously there is, because when you have good luck, Virgo, you pay attention. So when you have no kindness, you're not being kind. You're being unkind, because people will start to draw away from your emotion, right? It's like, you want people to pay attention to you. No, it's not. People won't pay attention to you about your negativity. People will start to run away from you. People will start to, disengage, right? And that's how it goes, Virgo. So if you pay attention and you have the Six Pentacles reversed and you have no kindness, you're not being kind, right? It's like you're saying to yourself, it's like, well, I want to be kind, I want to be who I am. No, you're not, right? You understand that, because if you act like this and you say to yourself, like, I have kindness, that's how one way or another. But when you have the Six Pentacles reversed, you have no kindness whatsoever. Right, that's how it goes. So let me clarify that, please. For Wands reverse, there's no celebration. Five Swords reverse, there's no conflict. Two Pentacles reverse, you're basically unbalanced. Five Cups reverse, there's no grief. High Priest reverse, there's no inner voice. Eight Pentacles is already there's basically perfection, right? So you might be doing another with Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that way. So let me clarify that. Eight Pentacles. Three Wands reverse, there's no communication. Seven Pentacles reverse, you already have a career. And Empress reverse, there's no nourishment. Ace Wands reverse, there's no new beginnings. Seven Wands reverse, there's no resilience. Moon is upright, there's misrotations. Exactly. So it's like you're saying to yourself, is like, well, I don't like this anymore. I don't. Well, it's like, you have to understand that. You have to be who you are, and you have to know how it is. It's like you're playing the right way. You're playing like a game here. And in that game, you follow rules. You have to follow about how you're feeling in that way, and people need to respect you, If you don't have that respect, and you have disrespect, people will start to run away from you, right? And that's how I'm going to mint this to you, Virgo, because I'm not being mean or rude. I'm just telling what the reading is for you, because the way of this is, whether you think that, this is how it goes, this is how it is, this is how it's going to be, right? This is not time assuming, this is not how it works, that's how it goes. So you can see it in the right way. You see how you're going to do it in that way, and you think to yourself, it's like, well, this is how it goes. So let me clarify this. Six Swords here. Four Swords reverse is you're not resting. The Hangman reverse is no restrictions. Just so you're telling the truth. Obviously there is, because when you're telling the truth, you know what you're going through in that way, right? So let me clarify this Moon card. High Priest is already, you're using your voice. Two coins is upright. Looks like you're balancing two things at once. Ace Wands reverse is no new beginnings. Six Cups reverse is no past. Lower Story, you're making decisions. Exactly. You want people to pay attention to you. If you want that to happen, that's how it goes. You need to understand about advise yourself, because you have to understand that. If you want to make decisions, you have to do that. You have to obey of how you're feeling in that way, and that's how it goes, right? This is the way how it goes, because this is how it is, and that's how it's going to be. So let me clarify this Justice card. Justice Universe is not taking action. Empress Story, there is no nourishment. Justice Universe, you're not telling the truth, so you're lying about something. So you're in between about how you're telling the truth, then you're not telling the truth, you know, and that's how it goes. So whether a Virgo is having all these emotions, and you know, whether if she's a man or a woman at this whole entire way, you need to pay attention to it. You need to understand about your own feminism or your masculinism, whatever it is, because that's how it goes. It's like you have to believe what you're doing, because in that way, whether if you want to say that, oh, I'm telling the truth, you have to obey it, right? If you're not telling the truth, you make up lies, you know, because things are not going as they are, and it's like you're saying to yourself, like, this is not me, but you know what, it is, because in a way of this is Virgo, you pay attention to how you're feeling in that way. It's like you have to stand that, because like I say, if people are trying to you know, back off and leave you alone, that's how it goes, right? It's like you need to understand that. So let's see what this justice is. You have 4 years, you're having bad luck. 10 years, no healing. 2 years, there's no action. 3 years, there's no endings, and you're not focusing on Scorpio. And the star is over there. There's inspiration, yeah, because you want to wish upon a star, and that's how you're feeling, right? It's like that's how it goes. So whether you understand it, that's how it seems to be, because you want things to happen. Let's see what this Taurus is. High Priest of yours is no inner voice. Just yours is not telling the truth. There's where you make decisions. Obviously there is. So whether if you were debating about telling the truth, make up lies, you're making up more lies, right? That's how it goes. Because when the justice for yours, you're making up lies, right? It's like you're being that Pinocchio, right? Whether if you watch the movie about the Pinocchio, and Pinocchio keeps making lies, and his nose starts to grow longer, you know how it goes, right? So whether you understand of how it is, that's how it's going to be, right? Let's see what's the star about. Moon is over, there's misrepresentation. Sun carries over, there's positivity. Exactly. So you might be focusing on another Leo as a fire sign, but what this is, whether if you act in like between negativity, positivity, that's how it goes. It's like you want things to happen on your way, but when people start to run away from you, and you think that, oh, you know, I want this to happen, well, then you are telling people to back off, leave you alone. But whether if you have some kind of, you know, whatever it is, right, and you have some kind of emotion that if you're feeling, you know, depressed, or you're feeling like negativity, or whatever it is, you know, it's the way how it goes, right? It's like you're telling someone to back off and leave you alone, right? But whether if you say something and you're acting like you want positivity, you want people to look at you in a different way, Virgo, you have to pay attention to it, because the way of this is how it goes, right? Like, this is a whole entire reading, by the way, but you know, I'm not being mean or rude. I'm just telling you what the reading is, because the way of this is, you have to pay attention to it, right? Because that's how it goes. It's like you understand of how you're doing in that way. So I'm going to clarify this Sun card and this Moon card. View of Fortune's already, you're having good luck. Lower's yours, there's no decisions. Hammer's, there's no restrictions. Fool's over, there's change. Exactly, everything's changing. You want things to happen in that way, and that's how it goes. It's like you have to be who you are, and you have to understand that. You have to obtain it, you have to do exactly how it is, because that's how it's going to be. You know how it goes. So whether you like it or not, it's the very good same, and that's how it is. It's always something, and you know, there's always something better than having nothing, right? And when you do it, that's how it goes, right? So whether if you acting like you're being a fool, or you're acting like there's changes, that's how it goes, because that's how it's going to be, right? That's why you need to understand that, because the way of this is, you pay attention to it. Let me clarify this. Lovers and this justice. Empress yours is no nourishment. Temperature, you're healing. Moon yours is no misrotations. Hermit yours, you already have a soulmate. And Chariot is already there's progress. Exactly. So you want to make progress, right? And that progress is, you know, you need to understand that, because whether if you say to yourself and say, you know, I need this in the right way, and I need to improve myself, that's how it goes. It's like you have to understand that, because there's always that way, whether you understand that, and you have to go with the flow, right? That's how it goes. So let's see what the middle of this situation is. Sun carriers, there's negativity. Both sides, right? You're between positivity and negativity, right? It's like you have to understand that because that's what the universe is saying. Now, let me clarify what the universe is saying. So go from the middle to the right, middle to left. Two of Cups, there's no celebration. Ace of Cups, there's no satisfaction. Three of Pentacles, there's no excitement. Wheel of Fortune is already you're having good luck. Seven of Pentacles, there's no you already have a career. Eight of Pentacles, there's no perfection. Page of Swords, there's no education. Five of Cups, there's grief. Exactly. So basically, you're grieving because on how you're feeling, that's how it goes. Like I say, people are running away from you, Virgo. And when people do, right? That's how it goes. Because whether you say to yourself, like, oh, this is how it goes. This is how I'm feeling. That's how it goes, right? It's like you're having a bad day, and whether you're having a bad day and you're thinking about all the past and negativity and everything else, it's like you understand and think to yourself. It's like I need to do it in the right way. I need to be respectful. I need to do it. But then, when you're not telling the truth and you're lying about something, and then all of a sudden you are saying that you're being rude, disrespectful, and that's how it goes. That's how it seems to be, right? So you have to pay attention on whether if you having grief, and if you're dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you know what you're going through, right? And that's how it goes. So let me clarify this. Five of Cups here. Nine of Pentacles is already you want trust. Eight wants to their speed. Ten is already your healing. Exactly, that's how it goes. So whether you pay attention to it, that's how it goes. So you might be doing in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? So that's how it goes. And when you do it, that's how it's going to be. What's between the middle and the left side? King of Cups is alright, you want support. Five Wands is alright, there's chaos. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, there's no the past. Two of Cups is alright, there's relationships. Exactly. The relationships are drawn to you, Virgo, and you pay attention because if you have relationships, you know what you're going through because you pay attention to it, right? If you are not thinking about the past anymore, just understand that, right? Because you have to pay attention to it. Let me clarify this Two of Cups here. Page of Cups is already there's loyalty. Nine of Swords is already there's trauma. Exactly. And Two of Swords is upright. You don't know which path you're going to take, left or right. So you have the 10 of Wands sword, there's burdens. And then you have the 3 of Swords first, there's no heartbreak. Doesn't reverse, there's no action. Page of Wands reverse, there's no invention. There's yours, there's no decisions. Ace of Pentacles sword, there's growth. Exactly, that's how it goes. So basically you're growing about something, and that's how it goes. And you have the Magician, that's skill. Hierophant is over, there's guidance. Taurus over, there's transformation. Five of Swords, there's no conflict. Exactly. Nine of Cups over, there's fulfillment. Hangman is over, there's restrictions. So it means that you're going to feel like you're going to have restrictions. And those restrictions are basically whether if you choose to do what you can and you say to yourself, it's like, well, I don't want to do it, well, then you have to stand that, right? It's the way how it works. Because the way how this says, whether if you focusing on yourself and you think to yourself, it's like, I need to have all these restrictions, that's how it goes. Because being restricted, Virgo, it means that you're basically backing yourself off from people, and basically those people are, whether if you like them or not, or you don't, or whatever it is, and you want loyalty and want respect, Virgo, you have to pay attention to what you're doing, because in that way, when I say to you that people are backing away from you, it means that you're saying, I'm going to do whatever I want, and it's my choice, right? And that means that you want to be left alone. And whether you have a partner or not, and you think to yourself, is like, I need to do something, and you do it the right way. And if you want people to respect you, and you want people to listen to you and pay attention to you, and you want loyalty, and you want to be the center of attention, you need to understand that, because there's always those rules to pay attention, right? That's what the universe is saying to you, is that you're having restrictions. You have to be restricted. You have to obey the rules, and you have to understand that. Because if you're being mean, rude, disrespectful, people will start to run away from you. People will start to not pay attention to you, right? And you won't be the center of attention, right? So I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but the way how this reading is, you have to pay attention to it. You have to understand of how you're going through in that way. So Virgo, you might be with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and then Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you pay attention how you're feeling, but that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it. Try to give a like and a comment, and that's how it goes. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time when I do. And that's how it goes. So that's how it's going to be. So this is how it goes. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you next time when I do. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thanks, and have a nice day. Thank you, and thanks, and bye.